I'm the nostalgia critic guy, remember it? So you don't have to. Well, this is what Rudolph couldn't join. I say walked out. Yeah, it's still December, but it's well after Christmas, so I was looking for something that's kind of a Christmas movie, but kinda not. And honestly, nobody quite knows what to label this film as. Released in 2000, Reindeer Games is arguably Ben Affleck's first major box office disappointment after Good Will Hunting. It even served as a punchline every once in a while.
And sometimes you gotta go back to the well.
Yeah, sometimes you do reindeer games.
That's just me.
The idea of doing an action Christmas movie isn't unheard of, but it is rarely successful. And people often point to this film as an example of why they're not done so often. With that said, is it a Christmas monstrosity that's worth all the punchlines? Well, we're gonna take a look at this left-out expired fruitcake to find out. And I don't usually do this, but upon editing, I just found out I reviewed the director's cut of the movie. If you're saying to yourself, oh my god, this version's not gonna be as bad, maybe not, but it's still pretty crazy bad. So don't worry, you'll get your fill of this review. Let's wrap up December last week, please. This is Reindeer Games. Okay, movie, that doesn't work. You can't have music like that and then show that title expecting us to take it seriously. It'd be like showing... the usual image I expect when somebody watches Surviving Christmas. Honestly, this is one of a great opening, as several people dressed as Santa are shot, set ablaze, or killed in some sort of creative way. Too bad the text version of As You Know shortly follows. Granted, this is a 2000s movie. It's kind of like Barney doing a Chinese accent. They didn't know it was awful yet. We see Affleck playing a character named Rudy, and I will say this movie has a pretty rocking cast. You got James Frain as his best friend Nick, Charlize Theron, Gary Sinise, Danny Trejo. Even Isaac Hayes has a cameo in this. Knowing that this intro in prison clearly should have opened up with,
"Hello there, children."
I'll say this, for as many people debate whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie, there is no debate with this one. They open with burning Santas, humming White Christmas, and the first thing he wants to do when he gets out is drink hot chocolate.
Go out and get myself a mug of hot chocolate. Pecan pie, right? That's right. A piece of pecan pie.
Couldn't even do apple pie. This review will be 100% references. Nick is excited to see Ashley, who's been writing to him on the outside, but Rudy isn't convinced she's the one in the pictures being sent.
Maybe I should take her. Spend a day or two with her.
Maybe a night or two?
Yeah, whatever it takes. Just make sure you're getting the right merchandise, you know.
Like most Affleck movies, I'm always seesawing in between these two options.
All I want, make it back to Sydney, sit down for Christmas dinner, watch some ball games with my old man.
Have some alfalfa for the rabbits in Montana after seeing my daughter Shawshank ending. After being served cabbage jello, one of the cellmates, played by Isaac Hayes, sees roaches in the gelatin and reacts accordingly?
Monsters. In the gelatin! There are monsters! In the gelatin!
I don't know, have you had jello since being a kid? I can buy that being a new flavor.
Son of a bitch!
Okay, I'll give this movie credit. This is the weirdest reason to start a prison riot I've seen. One of the prisoners, though, thinks Rudy ratted him out, and I know you'll be shocked by this. Nick gets killed.
Hold on. No, Ashley, that could be that.
And yes, it is just 2 days from retirement.
This man and I are out of here in 2 days.
If even Last Action Hero is mocking this cliche, it might be time to retire it. In 2 days. Oh no! Affleck's dramatic scream here, by the way, pretty funny.
God! God!
Sounds like Taz getting nailed in the Rudy is eventually released and sees Ashley, played by Charlize Theron, waiting for Nick. Nobody notified her he was dead, huh? Makes sense, he left no clues he had any connection to her. I love this moment because you know Rudy is thinking of Nick reading the letter to Ashley, but it sounds like he's remembering Nick having a for him.
All that gets me through the day is to close my eyes and imagine holding you, kissing you, touching you.
I just didn't have the heart to tell him I already have someone in my life. Rudy gets off the bus and, you guessed it, pretends to be Nick.
I'm Nick.
I'm instantly gonna hate this guy throughout the rest of the movie. First off, how did this happen where she never sees this dude? There's no visiting? Second, what a creepy psycho. He was literally joking about dating her, and he was eyeing her picture constantly. Now he's stealing a dead man's love to quote-unquote spare her feelings? This guy doesn't have a spot in hell. He has a 3-bedroom condo with a 24/7 stabber.
How's your coffee?
It tastes like lies.
I thought you said you had curly hair.
It's very curly. When it gets long, it's really curly.
This is funny. Makes me totally forget this is awful.
Do that again.
What?
Smile like that. God, I have been dreaming about that smile.
You sure this isn't a Christmas horror film? I can't believe we're actually following this guy.
Why are you writing to a guy so calm you don't even know?
She eventually reveals why she started writing to Nick, in the first place.
I never wanted to get to know me, who I am inside. I just wanted to get inside.
But you, I feel I can trust. You're both idiots. You're both awful idiots.
We are not leaving that motel room till after New Year's.
She buys him a ton of stuff. They plan their holiday vacation together. And aside from this one scene where he reassures himself he's gonna break this woman's heart after the holidays, he's fine with all of it. I should have raised people who sacrifice their lives for me more often.
I've got a girl.
You're like 5 scenes too late, ma'am. Some thugs enter the room, also thinking Rudy is Nick, and they're led by Gabriel, played by Gary Sinise.
You don't know me.
Oh, I know you. I know you real well.
Granted, pictures are replaced with smoke signals in this universe, but I still know you very well. Ashley gets captured too, and it's revealed that Gabriel is her brother. Rudy finally comes clean with who he really is, and to the movie's credit, it does point out what a dumb he is.
You were saying you were,
Yeah.
so you could get with my sister.
Yeah.
And you think telling me that's gonna help your cause?
Strike him, Centurion, very woofly! I guess nobody believes he's not Nick. They quote the title of the movie like it's gonna be a thing.
Don't play no reindeer games with me.
But do you recall the most famous Christmas flop of all? And they say they want him to help rob a casino, which they think he worked at.
You set him up.
No.
When'd you decide to do it, Ash? After which one of his letters? What, the 40th? The 50th?
Yes, Ashley, you're a horrible human being, the guy who stole a girlfriend from a dead man said.
I never worked at a casino.
It turns out she did say he'd be able to help with the job, and when they tried to kill him for refusing to help, he finally gives in.
Nick, I love you.
She said she loves you. Say something.
In prison.
Which hopefully all of you will return to after making this movie. So in order to give all the info they want, he first demands some hot chocolate and pecan pie.
It's a pecan pie.
It's only because we're still near Christmas that line is kind of bad. And they give into his kindergarten demands.
I could really go for some onion rings.
I need to see that at least 5 more times. Sorry, I really hate this character. In one of his few clever moments, he says the place has been changed around, so he's not sure he'll be able to help them out, as security measures were probably changed too. When they say they don't need him and threaten to kill him again, he says if he gets in, he can be of help.
You walk in there, they recognize you.
They won't recognize me, trust me.
Why not?
Because you're gonna get me a disguise.
I know an absolute master. He'll get us what we need. They chain him up at the hotel, and him and Ashley finally have some alone time again.
Said when you come out, he wants to talk to you, that's all. I thought he meant after New Year's, you know, back
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
but you knew
joint.
what he wanted, right?
I thought we had a few more days.
I can't believe you were gonna lie to me until after the holidays. You're dating yourself!
How stupid are you?
You think he's not gonna take this out on me, Nick?
What do you want from me? Sympathy? I don't feel bad for you.
Again, it's like he's shadowboxing with his own hypocrisy. She reveals this is their first robbery, which is the only thing I believe in this movie. And remember that crack I made about the Master of Disguise? I wasn't too far off.
You're sending me into an Indian casino dressed like a cowboy.
Well, we were originally thinking Batman, but we didn't think anyone would buy it.
All right. Y'all keep an eye on my guitar now.
We have fun in this horrendous scenario.
I think I liked you better when you were in prison.
Yeah? So why you keep trying to put me back in?
What are we in Vanilla Sky? What was that about? Dennis Farina plays Jack Briggs, who's trying to improve the casino's profits by talking to the official owners. And he's off to a great start winning them over.
Until you people get together around a campfire, smoke a pipe, and do some kind of spirit dance about this snow.
Jesus, why don't you just have what makes the red man red as your ringtone?
The tribe is concerned that many of your new ideas are not bringing in any new revenues.
Also, like everyone in this movie, you might be terrible.
Listen, Hopalong, you look like an intelligent fella. Let me ask you something.
Wait, give Affleck a second. It's the first time he's ever heard that.
How'd you hear about us? Radio, TV, cable?
President.
I also heard about your random Ashton Kutcher cameo. Somehow Affleck's beard still looks more real than his. He switches outfits with Kutcher and tries to escape. Again, like an idiot wad, he tries to wave down the car with the bad guys in it, and he gets caught. This calls for another hilarious Affleck scream.
Hey, I say you need some help.
Shut the
up. Look, man, get the out of here.
Okay, we've evolved from Tasmanian Devil to Bobcat Goldthwait. Gabriel kills the guy and they hide out in a secluded, family-friendly location. I'll admit, I'd play darts a lot more if Rudy was the target. I have no idea if this is meant to be funny or not, but I'm laughing either way. They give him one more chance because they're really stupid, and Rudy tries to think of a way to get Gabriel out of Ashley's life forever.
We gotta be doing more than just walking away.
You mean take the money?
Yeah, take the money.
Yeah, that'll keep him out of the equation. What doctor did give you this prescription? Rudy uses the ends of one of the darts thrown at him as a screwdriver to get out of his restraints. I refuse to believe this character's smart enough to do that. And the film delivers a pretty big twist. Ashley has been the mastermind the whole time, and she's Gabriel's lover, not sister.
He wants to help now. He wants to rob it. He wants to rob you.
Now there's, of course, a million better ways to rob a casino than this ridiculously backwards plan. Even the people who staged Han's rescue and Return of the Jedi would be like, this makes no sense. But it really is Theron's acting that kind of makes this a fun twist. She really was convincing as the dumb sister who didn't know any better, and this film was so poorly constructed, I totally bought they were going for a legit romance. Yes, their chemistry felt phony, but not for the reason that she was lying to him. I'm not sure if that's a compliment, an insult, or both, but I'm trying to find the plus side to this movie wherever I can. Shit. He's still unable to escape, and it looks like he has no choice but to be on board with the robbery. And as you probably predicted, they all dress up like Santa.
No more toys for the kiddies, but we do have charitable donations.
And I'm just gonna say it, I could weirdly watch a whole movie with these actors dressed as Santa Claus gambling.
Hey, look at that, Grandpa.
Yeah, I'm gonna win your sled.
Watch out for this guy's a jinx.
With fat man with flying horse, get quarters, please.
What kind of a people cheat Santa Claus?
If it was like this for an hour and a half, I would recommend the out of this. A casino wouldn't find this sus at all.
That's what I like to see. Now that's the spirit.
You notice how their toy sacks have giant dollar signs on them? That's positive thinking.
Turn off the alarm!
Yeah, I don't know. This is about how I expect SantaCon to go down nowadays. I'll admit, I'm a simple man. Seeing a shootout where everybody is dressed as Santa Claus is pretty entertaining to me. I also give Affleck a lot of credit for how he plays this scene. Jack Briggs is told Rudy is Nick Cassidy. Rudy knows how this is gonna go down, and without saying a word, he gives the funniest reaction.
Not Nick Cassidy.
That's pretty great. He does say Nick told him where a secret safe is, and sure enough, they find it.
Santa Claus! Welcome to the Tomahawk!
I know you're trying to be this. Good try. This is also a very creative way to kill someone. Affleck is given a squirt gun that he filled with alcohol. So, when one of the thugs is lighting a cigarette, well... Okay, this is a little fun near the end. Rudy gets captured again, though, and they're gonna try and make it look like he burned up in a car accident. It's revealed, however, that Ashley wanted the money all to herself.
Ash,
How'd she know?
No, I killed a sleigh driver. Okay, so this film isn't that great. It had a lot of problems, but it does have a good twist, a fun climax, and some decent mean-spiritedness. Have one of them kill the other off, and maybe we can call it even. But nope, they're not done with the surprises. They have one more dumb twist that makes this movie the infamous blunder that it is. Oh my God, are you serious? Nick is alive and was planning this from the very beginning. This is when you drunk dial Rise of Skywalker and say, you know, baby, maybe your ending made more sense than I thought.
Paid the Alamo 100 to put the shiv in me. He's a lifer,
No,
man.
no, I don't care. I don't care. There is nothing you can say that can win me over. This is one of the stupidest twists I've ever seen in anything.
The well-made blood capsule gets you a nice...
No, you think there's gonna be a moment where I'm like, oh, that makes a whole lot of sense. It's not humanly possible. You could tell me he was Hermie the elf and all of this was paying for dental school, and I would buy it as much as anything else you say. I can't believe this is the direction they're going.
What do you think's could have gone wrong? Huh? 1,000.
You think we don't know what a long shot is?
There's long shot and then there's black magic. One is rare and the other is completely impossible. It goes without saying, if you think about this plan for even a millisecond, your brain will punch you with its. So let's just get to the stupid finale. Rudy escapes and hotwires the car, literally in this case, and he runs them both over.
We can split the money, huh?
Wow, I'm shocked anything went wrong in this extremely foolproof plan. He lets the truck go over the cliff too, and he takes the money, returning it back to its rightful putting it in random mailboxes. I don't know, everybody's crazy in this. He goes home to have the Merry Christmas he's always been talking about. Would have loved to hear him explain that burnt, blood-stained Santa suit he kept on the whole evening. And that about does it. I'll say this, that is one uniquely bad Christmas movie. The sad thing is, I could see this being reworked into something positive. Had this been written as, say, a sleazy, dark comedy where everyone is supposed to be comedically unlikable, this could have been a pretty fun flick. Going the action/dramatic route, though, makes it a so bad it's good movie. But with that said, it is a so bad it's good movie. It always kept my attention, it entertained me, I was always floored with the choices the characters made. So in a bizarre way, I guess I am kinda recommending it. If only to see a Christmas flick where you're constantly shouting, oh my God, you won't believe this crazy Affleck Christmas movie. Again, not much of a recommendation, but given the reputation it has, I think any recommendation is reasonably impressive. Thank you all for joining me again this December, and to celebrate the new year, maybe we should go back to an old director. I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy, remember, so you don't have to.
Look, man, get the out of here.
Hey, Doug Walker here doing the charity shout out. It's funny, I was getting up and I'm actually editing the review right now, and I just happened to put this shirt on, Ronald McDonald House. I'm like, why not? So the charity this week is the Ronald McDonald House. At the time this comes out, it's still going to be December. There's still time to really give to a lot of great charities, and we've done a few things with Ronald McDonald House before, and they're just a phenomenal charity. Every single time you drive by a McDonald's, you see a little thing there, hey, put extra change in here and so forth. It really does go to a fantastic cause. You know, they go, they give these little personal houses to, well, I mean, it's one giant building, but you know, like these personal spaces to sick kids and their families, and they look after them, and you know, they try to entertain them. We've been to these places, and the way they're designed are so phenomenal and it's just so cool, and they are just the nicest, sweetest people that look after just these wonderful families that are going through so much. And like I said, we've done a couple things with them because they've been so good, and we want to do, you know, several charity events with them. Just trust me, they're worth it, man. They do such good work. So, you know, it's the last week of December here, and I know everyone's probably done spending Christmas money and stuff, but I mean, there's always people that are going to need it a lot more, and this is a really good organization to give it to. So please check out their website, you know, see if it's something that you want to donate to, or again, just share the good word about, because the people who work here do such good work, and I will see you next year. Take care.